Why the heck does your advisor or financial institution need a copy of your living trust document? Isn't that too intrusive? Half the reason you created a living trust in the first place was to avoid the publicity of probate and other people sticking their nose in your business. So here's the thing, your advisor and your financial institution need to make sure that your intentions are honored. We want to make sure that your account is owned the way you want it to be and that it will someday go to whom you want it to go. By providing the most recent trust document, or at least certain key pages of that, more on that later in the video, you're enabling your financial institution to title the account properly and to ensure that on your death or incapacity, your successor trustee will be able to access the account. You've gone to all the expense and trouble of creating a living trust and titling your assets in the name of the trust. You have properly titled the assets in the name of the living trust, right? More on that later in the video. Wouldn't it be a shame if after all that trouble and expense, the whole thing were undermined because nobody can put their hand on the trust document? Have you reviewed your trust since it was first created? If in the interim any of the beneficiaries have passed away or other circumstances have changed, you might need to update it. Okay, lean in here. This part is important. Make very sure that your successor trustee has a copy of the most recent version of the trust document. We've seen kids of clients come in after their parents pass away to take over their accounts with no idea of where the trust document is. Also, if you have a trusted family financial advisor that your loved ones will go to should you die or become incapacitated, make sure that they also have the most recent version of your trust document, just in case no one else can put their hands on it. That empowers your advisor to be able to be of help when help is needed the most. Earlier I mentioned that if for some reason you're uncomfortable giving the entire document to your advisor or financial institution, usually you can get away with just coming up with certain key pages, and here they are. The title page, the trustee and successor trustee pages, their powers pages, and the signature and notarization page. This could vary by institution, so check with yours to see which pages they'd be willing to accept in lieu of the entire document. Most of our clients find it easier to just scan the entire document rather than to have to search out the key pages. The other thing I said I'd come back to later in the video is to make sure that you actually have your assets titled in the name of the living trust. One of the classic trust errors is to list your accounts in the trust document and to think that that makes them owned in the name of the trust, which is not the case. You need to go to the institutions where the accounts are held and have them title or retitle the accounts into the name of the living trust. Then it's owned in the name of the trust, even if it's not listed in the trust document. Now that we've addressed your trust accounts, let me leave you with one final question. Are your beneficiaries on your non-trust accounts up to date? Your IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, life insurance policies, etc. And that's what this video is all about.